Hello, I just want to make a quick update to let you know how I feel, how I'm evolving uh, those days very specifically. And my point is very clear. I'm focusing on what I feel. I realize that everything that I feel and so that I perceive, that I live, that I think I'm living is false. Why? Because we're just living through feelings, emotions. When you just observe yourself, you feel a certain way in each situation, and what you feel is just completely inside yourself. It has nothing to do with the reality. When you try to observe yourself, what are your feelings? It's most of the time you have kind of you can feel some boundaries where you must protect yourself from exposing yourself, in front of others. It can be from I don't know, feeling in danger in any kind of situation. It's mostly those kinds of boundaries. It's negative in a way, but see, that's what we feel most of the time. That's where we put our limits. I must not do that because I put myself into danger, and it's those kinds of things that limits yourself, that makes you okay. That's my comfort zone. We always speak of getting outside of our comfort zone when we want to evolve, and that's exactly that. What are the limits of our comfort zone? What determines our comfort zone? It's where we feel we put ourselves in danger. If I go beyond, that's exactly that. And every time, in every situation, we have those boundaries within us. It's completely within us, because when you observe that and you look around you, you can see that it has nothing to do with the reality, only with what you feel. And you know that what you feel is who you are. It feels like, yeah, it's me. I'm like that. I can do that. I can't do that. It's just based on feeling. Feeling is based on a story, on past experiences, and so on perception of how is life today, how I can behave, where I'm at ease or not. It has nothing to do with the reality around me. It's all within, based on stories, on memories, things like that. And so eventually on feelings and emotions. So I just observe myself, and every time I realize how I feel, and I know that each time I feel some kind of boundaries, that is most of the time, I know I observe that those boundaries are due to feelings I have within myself, and that there is absolutely nothing at all which is true around me. Nothing. And that's extremely valuable. Yesterday night, before when I go to sleep, usually I try to just kind of let my thoughts and all the things I have in my mind during the day, try to go out and come back on myself, what I feel, and let just that be, and just empty myself in a way. And I was just realizing all those feelings, limits, boundaries within myself, and just telling myself, okay, they are just not real. Can just try to perceive how much is true. They are not real. There's nothing in that. It's just based on memories. So I don't have to bring that again in my life today. It's based on memories. Memories are not. There are just stories now. Okay, it's based on experiences I've lived for a reason or another, a certain way, but I bring back that to the situation of now, in which I know that there is nothing real about the feeling I have. And so just observing that, just stating without any emotions, because if you bring back emotions by saying, no, I shouldn't feel that, you're making that real again. It's just, it's nothing. There's no reason to be angry against nothing, you know? So just observing that, and say each time I was feeling an emotion, a feeling of limitation, just perceiving that like something, more or less really within me, but which has no consistency. And if I can perceive that it has no consistency, then I can realize that, well, behind that there's everything that I want, freedom, completely freedom. I can be fully myself, and I think that when we want to achieve any kind of goal, it's to reach this kind of freedom, to feel complete, to feel secure, safe also, and we never reach this kind of goal, because each time we reach a goal, we realize we feel fantastic at the time we reach the goal, and it vanishes very quickly. And why? Because the limits are within ourselves, and we haven't in a way destroyed themselves. It's not a matter of destroying them, but they're still there, and in the meantime, it's right now that we can perceive that, and there's no need of anything at all. Even if I feel unsafe in any kind of situation for reasons that are very specific, it's just well, it's just a fact. If it's based on reality, it's just the fact that I'm not maybe good enough at this or this, I don't know, activity maybe, and so I can feel unsafe in the way that regarding a certain result. Okay, but that's not really a matter of safety, it's more a matter of result, and that's a fact. So I can just say, okay, that's a fact. Okay, I don't have to feel something about it, and if it's unreal, it's just based on what I feel within, then I can observe that right now. It's just, there's nothing. And if I observe that, then I can see that behind that, if I don't live through those feelings and false boundaries, behind that there is all the freedom, all the fullness. I don't know if I can say that, but all, me completely. There's me completely, me full, me yeah, like when you are at the best in any situation in your life, you feel this way. And without those boundaries, when you can perceive that there's nothing in these boundaries, then it's what I was, starting to experience yesterday. That there is this state just behind that. So just observe these false feelings. The feelings are true, but these false boundaries. Notice that it has nothing to do with the truth, and that's where is the key, where is where the limits go away. So don't hesitate, tell me what you think of that. I'd like to have your point of view, and I'll keep you posted on my next experiences. Bye bye.